Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are having a wonderful time with your family. I welcome you to today's English class. Children, today we are going to complete our story, The Loyal Mongoose. I'm sure you all are excited to know what happened after the lady left for the market. So am I. But before that, let's have a quick recap of what we have read till now. So, children, this is the story of a family that lived in Rajasthan. Who all were there in the family? Yes, tell me. Very good. A man who was a farmer, his wife, and their cute little son, whom they loved very much. One fine day, the farmer brought a tiny little mongoose with him as he returned from work. He told his wife that the little creature will grow up and be a pet for their son. Time passed, and within a short span of just 4 to 5 months, the little mongoose grew into a fully grown adult, while the couple's son was still a baby. Yes, we know how the baby's growth is in just 4 to 5 months. It didn't grow much. Like this mongoose, it grew into a fully well-developed adult. So this mongoose, it used to run about in the house, and the child loved to watch all his mischievousness. He loved watching the mongoose playing, moving, running here and there. He used to take pleasure in that. One day, the farmer's wife, she had to go to the market for some work. She told her husband to take care of the baby. Also, she suggested him not to leave the baby alone with the mongoose. The farmer assured her, and then she left for the market. Now children, who all were left at home? Yes, the farmer, his little baby, and the mongoose. These 3 people were there at the home, and the farmer's wife, she went to the market. Yes, we had read till here. Now let us move further. After a while, the son got tired of playing with the toys and he was sleepy. So his father put him in his little cradle and began to rock it gently. Within a few minutes, the baby was fast asleep. Okay. After a while, the son got tired of playing with the toys and he was sleepy. After a while means, yes, after some time. The son got tired of playing with the toys and he was sleepy. He was feeling like sleeping. Yes, children get tired of toys very quickly. So was he. He didn't want to play any further, and after playing, he got tired. Little young, small children, they get tired even of playing. So he got tired of playing and then he was feeling like sleeping. So his father put him in his little cradle and began to rock it gently. So his father means, yes, the farmer, he put the child in his little cradle. What is a cradle? Children, cradle is a baby's bed with high sides. So he put the little boy in his cradle, and then he began to rock it gently. Rock it means move backward and forward. Gently means very softly and slowly he started moving the cradle. Within a few minutes, the baby was fast asleep. Yes, the baby was tired, and he was in a comfortable condition, comfortable situation, as his father had put him in his cradle and was rocking it. So he was fast asleep. Fast asleep means, yes, quickly he was in deep sleep. The farmer, having nothing to do, soon got bored. He decided to walk up to his neighbor's house to chat with him, leaving the baby alone with the mongoose. Okay, the farmer, having nothing to do, soon got bored. Now this farmer, there were only 3 people at home: the mongoose, the baby and the farmer. Now the baby had already slept and there was nothing much at home to do for the farmer. He got bored. What is bored? You also must feel bored at home sometimes. Yes, bored is a feeling when you feel impatient because maybe you are unoccupied, you don't have any other work, or maybe you have a lack of interest in what you are doing in your current activity. What you are doing right now, you are not much interested in that. So that at that time you are bored. So the farmer, he soon got bored. He decided to walk up to his neighbor's house to chat with him, leaving the baby alone with the mongoose. Yes, then he made up his mind to go to his neighbor's house to chat with him. Chat means, yes, to have a chit chat, talk informally. Chat means talk informally. That means to gossip with him, or you may say to have a chit chat session with him. So, leaving the baby alone with the mongoose. Now, who was left at home? The sleeping baby and the mongoose. Yes, do you remember? The suggestion that his wife had given him, not to leave the baby alone with the mongoose. And what he had done? He had actually left the baby alone with the mongoose. Let's see what happened. Meanwhile, his wife returned from the market with a basket full of groceries. On hearing her footsteps, the mongoose ran out of the hut as if to greet her. But the farmer's wife took one look at the mongoose and screamed in alarm, "Blood! Oh my God! My son!" Meanwhile, his wife returned from the market with a basket full of groceries. Meanwhile means, yes, during that time when the baby was alone with the mongoose at home and the farmer had gone to the neighbor's house for just a chit-chat session. So during that time, his wife returned from the market with a basket full of groceries. What are groceries? Yes, food items and other household items. So these things are called groceries. She brought a basket full of groceries with her. On hearing her footsteps, the mongoose ran out of the hut as if to greet her. On hearing her footsteps. Whose footsteps? Yes, the footsteps of the lady, the farmer's wife. As soon as the mongoose, he heard the footsteps of the lady. Heard the footsteps means, yes, the sound of the lady. As soon as he heard it, the mongoose ran out of the hut. He came out of the hut as if to greet her, as if to wish her. Greet means, yes, it is a sign of welcome when you meet someone. So quickly the mongoose ran out of the hut to welcome the lady. But the farmer's wife took one look at the mongoose and screamed in alarm. But the wife, as soon as she had a look at the Mongoose, she screamed. Screamed means shouted in alarm. That means, alarm means, yes, anxiety or fear because of danger. Screamed means when you give a loud, long, piercing cry. Generally as an expression of maybe extreme pain or when you're worried. So when you cry or when you shout out loudly, that is called screaming, a high-pitched sound. So she screamed in shock, in alarm. Blood! Oh my God, my son! She was afraid that his son was in danger because she saw the blood. Where did she see the blood? Let's see. Indeed, the face and the paws of the mongoose were smeared with blood. Yes, the face and the paws. Paws means the animal's feet are known as paws. That is, that are having claws and pads, so they are called paws. That was smeared with blood. Smeared means covered with a layer of blood. Yes, we can see in the picture the mongoose with blood on him. "You have killed my son," cried the woman, and with all her strength she aimed the heavy basket at the mongoose. She then ran straight inside the hut, calling out her son's name. So what did this woman think? "You have killed my son," cried the woman. So she said, yes, she was the lady who was earlier also not very sure of leaving her son alone with the mongoose. She said, "You have killed my son." As she saw the blood on the mouth, on the face, on the body of this mongoose, she said that she thought that the mongoose had killed his son, and with all her strength she aimed the heavy basket at the mongoose. With all her power, with all her strength, with all her force, she threw the heavy basket that was full of groceries at the mongoose. She then ran straight inside the hut, calling out her son's name. Then directly she ran inside the hut, inside her house, and she kept on calling her son's name. Yes, we can see the scene over here. The lady, the expressions, the face expressions of this lady are telling us that she's extremely angry, and with all her force she has thrown the basket full of groceries. We can see the groceries inside the basket. She has thrown the basket on the poor mongoose because she saw that it was smeared with blood all over. She found the baby sleeping peacefully in his cradle, but on the floor beside the cradle lay a dead black snake shredded to pieces. Oh, what was this? She found the baby sleeping peacefully in his cradle. What did she see? Yes, totally unbelievable. What she had not expected at all. She found that she was feeling that her baby would be hurt by the mongoose. But she found the baby sleeping peacefully. Peacefully means without any disturbance. It was sleeping in his cradle. But on the floor beside the cradle lay a dead black snake shredded to pieces. But on the floor beside means next to the cradle. On the floor next to the cradle, what was there? A dead black snake shredded to pieces. Shredded means torn into small pieces. A snake was lying dead. The farmer's wife realized her mistake. She ran out of the child savior, the mongoose. Looking out for the child savior, the mongoose. "You saved my child. You killed the snake. And I thought..." She cried with tears running down her cheeks. The farmer's wife realized her mistake. Realize means now she had clearly understood her mistake. She ran out looking for the child savior. the mongoose. She came out of the house looking for the protector. Savior means, yes, the rescuer, the protector, a person who saves others from danger or difficulty. And who was the protector of the child? Yes, the poor mongoose. She came out looking if it was okay. You saved my child. You killed the snake. And I thought, she said, you have saved my child. You have protected my child. You have killed the snake. And I thought, yes, how would you complete this sentence? What the lady had thought. Yes, she had thought that it was the mongoose who had killed the baby. And the blood that was smeared over the mongoose was of her baby. But no, the mongoose had actually saved the baby from the dead black snake, from the black snake, deadly black snake. The snake might have come and both of them, the mongoose and the snake, would have a fight, and during that fight, the snake would have been dead. So, the mongoose saved the baby of the farmer. She cried with tears running down her cheeks. Tears running down her cheeks means that she was crying really badly. Tears ran down her cheeks. But the mongoose lay still. It could not hear her, as the basket had hit it on the head and killed it instantly. She had acted in haste and lost a loyal friend. Oh my God. But the mongoose lay still. Lay still means, yes, it was motionless. It was stationary. It did not move. It was all silent and calm. It could not move from its place. It could not hear her, nor he could hear the lady, what she was saying, that the lady was feeling sorry for her action, as the basket had hit it on the head. Why? Because the basket, it had hit the baby right on his head and killed it instantly. Yes, instantly means immediately, at once. Then and there, the basket had killed the mongoose. She had acted in haste and lost a loyal friend. Haste means very quickly. When you do something very quickly, that is called haste. She had acted in haste, and then she had lost a loyal friend. Who was this loyal friend? Yes, it was the mongoose. So the story is named The Loyal Mongoose. It is after the name of the mongoose. Now nothing could be done. She could not save the life of the mongoose. She had acted very quickly without thinking. So the high five of the, or we can say the moral of the story is, think before you act. Yes. What does this mean? It means that we should think about the possible outcomes of a situation and then make the best choice about what to do. But did the lady think about it? No. She just saw the blood on the face of on the paws of the mongoose, and she just acted. Now children, let's discuss some questions so that we know that we have understood the chapter. So the first question is, why did the farmer leave for his neighbor's home? Yes, we have read it just now. The farmer left for his neighbor's home because he was getting bored and he had nothing much to do, and the baby had already slept. So he left for his neighbor's home to have a chat with him. Easy. Next one. Why did the farmer's wife throw the basket at the mongoose? Yes, that is what we have been discussing. Why did she throw the basket at the mongoose? Yes, she threw the basket at the mongoose because she saw that the blood was there over the Mongoose body. She thought that the Mongoose had injured or had hurt his baby, so she threw the basket at the Mongoose. Next is explain the high five of the story. Yes, what is the high five of the story? Think before you act. We have to explain it. So children, how would you explain this? Think before you act. It means that we should look deeply into a matter. Think over it on how it is to be done before we actually start doing it. Why? Because thinking allows a person to understand the results, or you can say the consequences of the actions. So when we think upon the results, what would happen? So we know what is the right thing to do and what we should not do. So children, keep this in mind always, that we should think before we act. We just not act in haste like the lady did. We should think about the results. We should think about the consequences. Then only we should put our thoughts into action. And that is the best way to live. Right, children? So with this, we come to the end of the story and of course to the end of today's session also. So children, bye for now. See you in the next session with another interesting topic. Stay blessed. Bye bye.